Good day, reasonable people of YouTube, and welcome back to 3C's of Me, the channel where we talk about conviction, cognition, and coffee. Coming up in this video, I'm going to talk about the scales of disagreement and how I think that not all scales of disagreement are important, and no disagreement has to end in conflict. Coming up. So, yeah, I'm just going to say it. I don't think disagreeing about the taste of liking pickles is different than disagreeing about the existence of God or the size of the government. You might disagree with me. That's cool. That's fine. Write down your thoughts. Hold on to those thoughts. Get back to me after you listen to my whole thought process. And I'd like to have a conversation about that. So I say disagreement in and of itself, disagreement inherently is not a bad thing, but is actually a good thing. And in most situations, as it causes introspection and it causes us to reconsider things that we believe to be absolutely true. Disagreement, I think, is the method that we humans use to get closer to truth if we allow that to take place. Okay, so that's kind of what I think. And I think that what makes our minds push disagreement and conflict super close together is implication. The implication of the disagreement is a big deal to us. If we don't agree on the taste of pickles, what are the implications of that? Okay, you might not eat as much potassium as a pickle lover. Okay, so I don't think that if we disagree about pickles, it's gonna affect much of anybody. You could just be like, oh, you don't like pickles? Wow, you're crazy. But like, the implication isn't that big of a deal, and I think we all kind of know that disagreeing about pickles is really not a big deal. So what about the existence of God? Okay, so you don't believe in God. That has much bigger implications, though. Those implications range from morality to like eternity, those types of things. So here's a story. A theist, an atheist, and an American Christian all walk into a bar. The American Christian, the AC, he's only there because the theist friend invited him, and he thought that this would be a great time to witness. Maybe if he refuses to drink alcohol loudly, it'll be a good time to share Jesus in a bar. Maybe. Uh, so the theist and the atheist they order the drinks, and immediately AC sees this, and he goes into instant judgment mode. As conversation goes on and ensues, the topic of God inevitably comes up. Wait, you don't believe in God? The AC is appalled at finding out that this other guy they're having drinks with, or either the guy who's drinking and the AC is silently judging from a distance, is suddenly made aware that this person doesn't believe in God. Now, everything that they had previously discussed is irrelevant at this point, and AC has now made it his new mission to ask that one question that will convert the atheist on the spot. Trouble is, nobody knows what that question is, and so that just leads to AC asking all these questions the atheist has already heard and probably thought for a very long time about. Not all, maybe not all situations, maybe not all questions, but for the most part, they've heard your questions, okay? Time goes on, and the AC gets frustrated and defensive and angry and confused, and he's like losing his mind. And the atheist and the theist, they're just over there enjoying their microbrews or cocktails, just having an interesting time sharing perspective. They're not getting hot under the collar or anything like that. So, what's the difference between these guys? They all disagree on things, and some with great implications. But when the atheist says, I don't see enough evidence to justify belief in God, the theist takes a sip of his microbrew and is like, I don't see that. But AC is over here like, but there's so much evidence. Creation, DNA, fish fossils in the mountains. And if you don't believe in God, are you even against murder or crime? And okay, see, and this is where the things get. This leads to conflict because atheists tend to be very nice people and very compassionate people. I know lots of atheists, and they're chill, they're cool. There's some that are not. You know what? But there's also some Christians that are not chill and not cool. So it's not about the believing in God that suddenly makes you a better person. Disagree with me? That's fine. But you can see how there's two different types of disagreement here. There's a disagreement that says like, hey, yeah, I see, like, I can see your point, and I don't agree with you, but that's okay. Let's go hang out. Let's get drinks. Alcohol's not inherently a sin. Maybe abusing it is. I there's the disagreement that's like, I can't understand how you can reconcile morality with the denying of the existence of God. I just how you must be a bad person because you don't believe in God. And that's the disagreement. That disagreement leads to conflict. And I think that's the disagreement that is sort of ruining a lot of people's lives. Okay? So okay, you think that the government should be smaller, and you got a buddy who thinks that the government should have more power. Do you have to agree on everything in order to be friends with each other? No, of course not. But do you stay away from those people that you tend not to agree with? Probably. Probably more often than not. They Doing that creates what we call in psychology an echo chamber, where all you hear is your own opinion from other people that agree with you. If you want to challenge that, if you want to get closer to truth, then you've got to go out of your way to meet and spend time with and engage with people that disagree with you. And you don't have to do that in a conflicting manner. You don't have to attack their character. You don't have to question their integrity. You don't have to associate their opinions and their identities as being one and the same and things like that. So you can disagree on things that have great implications, and it can be as simple as, okay, so you don't believe in God. Let's go get some pickles. And it doesn't have to end in conflict. That's my spiel. It's what I think. If you have thoughts, opinions, and stuff on this, leave those thoughts and opinions in the comment section. I will respond to them, and I'd like to have a good, decent conversation about them. And yeah, check out the affiliate link in the description below. I'm drinking Pete's Major Dickinson's blend coffee. It's amazing. If you go buy some with that link, I get like 4% of your $8 that it costs, or something like that. Not a lot, but if a lot of people use it, that'll be a way to make revenue off of this video, because I can't run ads on my videos because I have 7 subscribers and I need 1,000. Also, you need 4,000 hours of time watched, and that will probably not happen for 10 years at this rate. So, yeah, go buy some coffee and leave a comment below. Until I post my next video, be reasonable, people.